In Texas, what does space management mean in defensive driving? Option A. Only keeping distance from the car ahead. Option B. Maintaining safe zones of open space around your vehicle on all sides to allow time to react. Option C. Managing fuel consumption efficiently. Option D. Paying for parking spaces. The correct answer is B. Maintaining safe zones of open space around your vehicle on all sides to allow time to react. Space management in defensive driving means maintaining safe cushions of space around all sides of your vehicle, front, rear, and both sides, to give yourself time and room to react to any hazard. In Texas, what is the primary principle of defensive driving? Option A. Avoid using mirrors to focus on the road ahead. Option B. Drive aggressively to establish your space. Option C. Always drive faster than surrounding traffic. Option D. Anticipate the actions of other drivers and hazards, and maintain space and time to react safely. The correct answer is D. Anticipate the actions of other drivers and hazards, and maintain space and time to react safely. Defensive driving means being alert, anticipating problems before they occur, maintaining safe following distances, managing space around your vehicle, and being prepared to react to other drivers' errors or unexpected hazards. Look at the road sign on screen. What does the sign mean? Option A. Come to a complete stop. Option B. Stop for school buses only. Option C. Slow to 20 miles per hour. Option D. Yield to cross traffic. The correct answer is A. Come to a complete stop. A stop sign requires a complete stop before the stop line or crosswalk. Look all directions and proceed only when it is safe. In Texas, what is the SEE strategy in defensive driving? Option A. Search for hazards, evaluate options, execute the best option. Option B. C. Evade, escape. Option C. Stop, evaluate, execute. Option D. Speed, efficiency, economy. The correct answer is C. Stop, evaluate, execute. The SEE strategy stands for search, evaluate, execute. Search for hazards constantly, evaluate the risks and options available, then execute the best maneuver to address the situation safely. In Texas, what is a buffer zone while driving? Option A. The space between your vehicle and surrounding vehicles, road edges, and obstacles. Option B. The shoulder of the road. Option C. A protected lane for emergency vehicles. Option D. A zone near school buses. The correct answer is A. The space between your vehicle and surrounding vehicles, road edges, and obstacles. A buffer zone is the space you maintain around your vehicle on all sides. Maintaining adequate buffer zones gives you time and distance to identify and respond to hazards before they become emergencies. In Texas, what is meant by scanning while driving? Option A. Continuously moving your eyes to gather information from all around you, not just straight ahead. Option B. A technique for checking license plates. Option C. Looking only at what is directly in front of your vehicle. Option D. Using your phone's QR code scanner. The correct answer is A. Continuously moving your eyes to gather information from all around you, not just straight ahead. Scanning means actively moving your eyes every 2 to 3 seconds to monitor what is ahead, beside, and behind you. Fixating on one spot reduces your ability to detect hazards from other directions. In Texas, what is the recommended scanning distance ahead on a highway? Option A. 10 to 15 seconds of travel distance. Option B. 150 to 200 feet. Option C. 50 to 100 feet. Option D. 5 seconds of travel distance. The correct answer is A. 10 to 15 seconds of travel distance. Defensive driving guidelines recommend scanning 10 to 15 seconds ahead on highways, which at 60 miles per hour equals about 900 to 1,300 feet. This gives you adequate time to identify and respond to developing hazards. Look at the road sign on screen. What does the sign mean? Option A. Slow and yield to cross traffic. Option B. Full right of way. Option C. Stop completely. Option D. Road merges ahead. The correct answer is A. Slow and yield to cross traffic. A yield sign requires you to slow down and give the right of way to cross traffic and pedestrians. Stop only if it is necessary before proceeding. In Texas, what is a fixed hazard in defensive driving? Option A. A vehicle that has broken down on the shoulder. Option B. A malfunctioning traffic light. Option C. A permanent road feature that poses a risk, such as a sharp curve, narrow bridge, or limited sight distance area. Option D. Pothole in the road. The correct answer is C. A permanent road feature that poses a risk, such as a sharp curve, narrow bridge, or limited sight distance area. Fixed hazards are permanent features of the road environment that require extra caution, such as sharp curves, narrow bridges, railroad crossings, hills that limit sight distance, and intersections with limited visibility. In Texas, what is a moving hazard in defensive driving? Option A. A school bus stop that changes location. Option B. A road construction zone. Option C. Pothole that shifts with traffic. Option D. Any hazard that changes position, including other vehicles, pedestrians, cyclists, and animals. The correct answer is D. Any hazard that changes position, including other vehicles, pedestrians, cyclists, and animals. Moving hazards are risks that change position, including other vehicles, pedestrians, cyclists, motorcyclists, animals, and even emergency vehicles. Their movement is less predictable than fixed hazards and requires continuous monitoring. In Texas, what does overconfidence do to driving safety? Option A. It has no effect on safety. Option B. It leads to taking unnecessary risks and underestimating dangers, increasing crash risk. Option C. It only affects new drivers. Option D. It improves reaction time. The correct answer is B. It leads to taking unnecessary risks and underestimating dangers, increasing crash risk. Overconfident drivers take unnecessary risks, underestimate hazards, and may fail to maintain adequate safety margins. Research shows experienced drivers who feel overconfident are statistically more likely to crash than newer drivers who remain cautious. Look at the road sign on screen. What does the sign mean? Option A. Truck weigh station. Option B. No passing zone. Option C. Road hazard or change ahead. Option D. Speed limit increase zone. The correct answer is C. Road hazard or change ahead. Yellow diamond warning signs alert drivers to potential hazards or changes in road conditions ahead that require extra caution and possible speed reduction. In Texas, what is tunnel vision while driving? Option A. Wearing sunglasses at night. Option B. The dangerous tendency to focus only on the path directly ahead while missing hazards in peripheral areas. Option C. A vision disorder that affects driving. Option D. Driving through a tunnel safely. The correct answer is B. The dangerous tendency to focus only on the path directly ahead while missing hazards in peripheral areas. Tunnel vision in driving means focusing narrowly on the road directly ahead while failing to monitor peripheral areas, mirrors, and cross traffic. It is more common when fatigued or stressed and is corrected by active scanning techniques. In Texas, how does driving at higher speeds affect your field of vision? Option A. Speed has no effect on field of vision. Option B. Only affects vision at night. Option C. Higher speed narrows your effective field of vision, reducing your ability to detect side hazards. Option D. Higher speed improves peripheral vision. The correct answer is C. Higher speed narrows your effective field of vision, reducing your ability to detect side hazards. As speed increases, your peripheral vision narrows. At 20 miles per hour, your visual field spans about 90 degrees on each side. At 60 miles per hour, it narrows to about 40 degrees. This is why intersections are especially dangerous at high speeds. In Texas, what is the danger of inattentional blindness while driving? Option A. Driving without glasses when legally required. Option B. The failure to notice unexpected objects or events when attention is focused elsewhere, even when looking directly at them. Option C. Color blindness affecting signal recognition. Option D. Night blindness caused by bright lights. The correct answer is B. The failure to notice unexpected objects or events when attention is focused elsewhere, even when looking directly at them. Inattentional blindness occurs when your brain fails to register something you are looking at because your attention is focused elsewhere, such as on a phone conversation. This is why hands-free phone use still significantly impairs driving. In Texas, what is the 12-second visual lead? Option A. Checking mirrors every 12 seconds. Option B. A 12-second delay before moving at a green light. Option C. Following 12 seconds behind other vehicles. Option D. The practice of looking 12 seconds ahead in time to identify hazards early and plan a response. The correct answer is D. The practice of looking 12 seconds ahead in time to identify hazards early and plan a response. The 12-second visual lead means scanning the road ahead to where you will be in 12 seconds. This gives you time to identify hazards and plan your response before reaching them, rather than reacting in the last second. Look at the road sign on screen. What does the sign mean? Option A. School zone. Slow down and watch for children. Option B. Pedestrian mall. Option C. Hospital zone. Option D. Senior center zone. The correct answer is A. School zone. Slow down and watch for children. A school zone sign requires Texas drivers to reduce speed and be alert for children during posted hours. Fines are doubled for traffic violations in active school zones. In Texas, what is following too closely? Tailgating? And why is it dangerous? Option A. Driving behind another vehicle without sufficient stopping distance if it brakes suddenly. Option B. Following a vehicle using GPS navigation. Option C. Any following distance under 100 feet on a highway. Option D. Only an issue at highway speeds. The correct answer is A. Driving behind another vehicle without sufficient stopping distance if it brakes suddenly. Tailgating means driving too close to the vehicle ahead, leaving insufficient space to stop if it brakes suddenly. It is one of the leading causes of rear-end collisions. Texas law requires a reasonable and prudent following distance. In Texas, what is the danger zone around large trucks? Option A. Only at night. Option B. Only on the left side where drivers sit. Option C. The large blind spots on all four sides of the truck where the driver cannot see your vehicle. Option D. Only directly behind the truck. The correct answer is C. The large blind spots on all four sides of the truck where the driver cannot see your vehicle. Large trucks have danger zones, blind spots, on all four sides, 20+ feet behind, 10+ feet in front, and 1 lane wide on each side. If you cannot see the truck driver's mirrors, the driver cannot see you. Avoid lingering in these zones. In Texas, what does it mean to communicate while driving? Option A. Using a phone while driving. Option B. Using signals, horn, lights, and positioning to make your intentions known to other drivers, cyclists, and pedestrians. Option C. Talking to passengers. Option D. Using the car's radio system. The correct answer is B. Using signals, horn, lights, and positioning to make your intentions known to other drivers, cyclists, and pedestrians. Communicating in driving means using all available means to signal your intentions. Turn signals, brake lights, horn, headlight flashes, hand signals, and vehicle positioning. Good communication reduces surprises and prevents conflicts. In Texas, what is meant by controlled intersection versus uncontrolled intersection? Option A. Controlled means police are present. Uncontrolled means no police. Option B. Controlled means it is one-way. Uncontrolled means two-way. Option C. Controlled means high speed. Uncontrolled means low speed. Option D. Controlled intersections have signals or signs. Uncontrolled intersections have no signals or signs. The correct answer is D. Controlled intersections have signals or signs. Uncontrolled intersections have no signals or signs. A controlled intersection has traffic signals or signs, stop, yield, to manage traffic flow. An uncontrolled intersection has no signals or signs. At uncontrolled intersections, use right-of-way rules and proceed with extreme caution. Look at the road sign on screen. What does the sign mean? Option A. Yield zone. Option B. Construction zone. Option C. Right lane closed. Option D. No passing zone begins. The correct answer is D. No passing zone begins. A pennant-shaped yellow sign marks the beginning of a no passing zone in Texas. It is placed on the left side of the road facing drivers who may not pass. In Texas, what is the greatest risk factor for teenage drivers? Option A. Older vehicles with fewer safety features. Option B. Lack of physical coordination. Option C. Driving at night only. Option D. Inexperience combined with risk-taking behavior, distraction, and peer influence. The correct answer is D. Inexperience combined with risk-taking behavior, distraction, and peer influence. Research consistently identifies inexperience combined with risk-taking behavior, peer pressure, and distractions as the primary crash risk factors for teen drivers. Texas's graduated licensing system addresses these risks through restrictions on passengers and nighttime driving. In Texas, what does road rage mean legally? Option A. Only applies to commercial drivers. Option B. Only when there is physical contact between drivers. Option C. Any display of emotion while driving. Option D. Aggressive driving behavior directed at another driver that creates danger, which can lead to criminal charges. The correct answer is D. Aggressive driving behavior directed at another driver that creates danger, which can lead to criminal charges. Road rage refers to aggressive or violent behavior by a driver in response to a traffic situation. In Texas, road rage can be charged as reckless driving, aggravated assault, or other crimes depending on the actions taken. In Texas, what is the best response to an aggressive or road rage driver? Option A. Honk continuously to attract attention. Option B. Match their aggression to establish dominance. Option C. Do not engage. Avoid eye contact, create distance, and if threatened, call 911. Option D. Speed up to get away quickly. The correct answer is C. Do not engage. Avoid eye contact, create distance, and if threatened, call 911. The safest response to an aggressive driver is to not engage, avoid eye contact, and create distance. Never retaliate. If you feel threatened, drive to a public place and call 911. Do not drive home. In Texas, what does adjusting your speed to conditions mean? Option A. Driving at whatever feels comfortable. Option B. Matching the speed of surrounding vehicles always. Option C. Always driving below the speed limit. Option D. Reducing speed below the posted limit when weather, traffic, visibility, or road surface conditions require it for safety. The correct answer is D. Reducing speed below the posted limit when weather, traffic, visibility, or road surface conditions require it for safety. Texas's basic speed law requires driving at a speed that is reasonable and prudent for existing conditions. Even if the posted limit is 70 miles per hour, fog, rain, ice, or heavy traffic may require driving significantly slower for safety. Look at the road sign on screen. What does the sign mean? Option A. Roundabout ahead. Option B. No left turn. Option C. No U-turn allowed. Option D. No right turn. The correct answer is C. No U-turn allowed. A no U-turn sign prohibits making a U-turn at that location. It is typically posted where U-turns would create a danger to other traffic. In Texas, what is driver fatigue and when does it peak? Option A. Impairment from sleepiness that peaks between 2 to 6 a.m. and 2 to 4 p.m. even after adequate sleep. Option B. Only affects drivers over 60. Option C. Physical tiredness that peaks only after 12 hours of driving. Option D. A medical condition requiring a doctor's note. The correct answer is A. Impairment from sleepiness that peaks between 2 to 6 a.m. and 2 to 4 p.m. even after adequate sleep. Driver fatigue is impairment caused by sleepiness. It peaks during normal sleep hours, 2 to 6 a.m. and during the afternoon dip, 2 to 4 p.m. Studies show drowsy driving impairs reaction time and judgment similarly to alcohol intoxication. In Texas, how many hours of sleep are needed to avoid driving impairment from fatigue? Option A. 10 hours. Option B. 6 hours. Option C. 4 to 5 hours. Option D. 7 to 8 hours minimum for most adults. The correct answer is D. 7 to 8 hours minimum for most adults. Most adults need 7 to 8 hours of sleep to avoid driving impairment from fatigue. Regularly getting less than 7 hours creates cumulative sleep debt that significantly increases crash risk, especially on long trips or night driving. In Texas, what is a conflict point at an intersection? Option A. A location where two roads meet at right angles only. Option B. Any location where vehicle paths may cross, merge, or diverge, creating potential for a collision. Option C. Only at uncontrolled intersections. Option D. A point where road markings conflict with signs. The correct answer is B. Any location where vehicle paths may cross, merge, or diverge, creating potential for a collision. Conflict points at intersections are all locations where the paths of vehicles may cross, crossing conflicts, merge, merging conflicts, or diverge, diverging conflicts. Complex intersections can have dozens of conflict points. In Texas, what is the proper response if another driver is tailgating you? Option A. Speed up to match their desired speed. Option B. Brake check the tailgater to warn them. Option C. Pull over and stop. Option D. Gradually slow down to increase your following distance from the vehicle ahead, giving the tailgater more space. The correct answer is D. Gradually slow down to increase your following distance from the vehicle ahead, giving the tailgater more space. When being tailgate, gradually slow down slightly to increase your following distance from the car ahead. This gives you more braking room, reduces the tailgater's risk, and may encourage them to pass. Never brake check a tailgater. Look at the road sign on screen. What does the sign mean? Option A. Minimum speed 35 miles per hour. Option B. Truck speed limit. Option C. Advisory speed for curves. Option D. Maximum legal speed 35 miles per hour. The correct answer is D. Maximum legal speed 35 miles per hour. Speed limit signs show the maximum legal speed for normal conditions. Always drive at a speed appropriate to conditions, even if that is below the posted limit. In Texas, what does situational awareness mean while driving? Option A. Being aware of only the vehicle immediately ahead. Option B. Maintaining a complete mental picture of all relevant conditions around your vehicle, including other vehicles, road conditions, and potential hazards. Option C. Only monitoring your speedometer and fuel gauge. Option D. Being aware of traffic laws only. The correct answer is B. Maintaining a complete mental picture of all relevant conditions around your vehicle, including other vehicles, road conditions, and potential hazards. Situational awareness means continuously building and updating a mental picture of your driving environment, other vehicles' positions and speeds, road conditions, upcoming intersections, pedestrians, cyclists, and any developing hazards. In Texas, how does passenger presence affect teen driver crash risk? Option A. Each additional teen passenger significantly increases a teen driver's crash risk. Option B. Crash risk only increases when passengers are noisy. Option C. Passengers reduce crash risk by watching for hazards. Option D. Passengers have no measurable effect on crash rates. The correct answer is A. Each additional teen passenger significantly increases a teen driver's crash risk. Research shows that each additional teenage passenger in a vehicle with a teen driver significantly increases crash risk. This is why Texas provisional licenses restrict teen drivers from carrying more than one passenger under 21 who is not a family member. In Texas, what is the point of no return in approaching a yellow traffic light? Option A. The point at which you are too close to the intersection to stop safely before the stop line, requiring you to continue through. Option B. The center of the intersection. Option C. The moment a light turns yellow. Option D. When you have already passed through the crosswalk. The correct answer is A. The point at which you are too close to the intersection to stop safely before the stop line, requiring you to continue through. The point of no return is the location from which you cannot safely stop before the stop line if the light turns yellow. Before this point, prepare to stop when the light is yellow. After this point, safely complete passing through the intersection. In Texas, what causes velocity stress on vehicles at high speeds? Option A. The increased physical forces on vehicle components including tires, brakes, and suspension that reduce reliability and increase stopping distance. Option B. Only affects older vehicles. Option C. Only a factor above 90 miles per hour. Option D. Stress on the driver's vision. The correct answer is A. The increased physical forces on vehicle components including tires, brakes, and suspension that reduce reliability and increase stopping distance. Velocity stress refers to the increased forces on vehicle components at higher speeds. Tires generate more heat, brakes must work harder, and aerodynamic forces increase. Higher speeds also exponentially increase stopping distance and crash energy. Look at the road sign on screen. What does the sign mean? Option A. Wrong way, stop and reverse direction. Option B. No passing zone. Option C. Road under construction. Option D. Speed limit zone end. The correct answer is A. Wrong way, stop and reverse direction. A wrong way sign indicates you have entered a roadway traveling in the wrong direction. Stop immediately and safely reverse direction. In Texas, what is the perception reaction time in emergency braking? Option A. The time the brakes take to engage. Option B. The time to come to a complete stop. Option C. The time from when you see a hazard to when your foot actually applies the brakes. Typically 1.5 to 2.5 seconds for an alert driver. Option D. Only relevant for commercial drivers. The correct answer is C. The time from when you see a hazard to when your foot actually applies the brakes. Typically 1.5 to 2.5 seconds for an alert driver. Perception reaction time is the delay between seeing a hazard and beginning to brake. For an alert driver, it averages 1.5 to 2.5 seconds. At 60 miles per hour, that is 130 to 220 feet of travel before braking even begins. Fatigue, distraction, or alcohol increases this time significantly. In Texas, what does defensive positioning on a multi-lane road mean? Option A. Choosing a lane and position within that lane that maximizes your visibility and escape routes and minimizes exposure to hazards. Option B. Driving as far right as possible on all roads. Option C. Positioning to block aggressive drivers. Option D. Always driving in the center lane. The correct answer is A. Choosing a lane and position within that lane that maximizes your visibility and escape routes and minimizes exposure to hazards. Defensive positioning means choosing your lane position to maximize your ability to see and be seen, to avoid blind spots of other drivers, to have escape routes available, and to minimize your exposure to known hazard areas such as driveways and intersections. In Texas, what does it mean to cover the brake in hazardous situations? Option A. Holding the brake and accelerator simultaneously. Option B. Moving your foot from the accelerator to hover over the brake pedal without pressing it, reducing reaction time when a hazard is anticipated. Option C. Applying light brake pressure continuously. Option D. Using a brake cover accessory. The correct answer is B. Moving your foot from the accelerator to hover over the brake pedal without pressing it, reducing reaction time when a hazard is anticipated. Covering the brake means moving your right foot from the accelerator to hover just above the brake pedal, without pressing it, when approaching a potential hazard. This reduces your reaction time by eliminating the time needed to move your foot. In Texas, what does escape route mean in defensive driving? Option A, a shortcut around traffic. Option B, a planned alternative path or space you could use to avoid a collision if one develops ahead of you. Option C, an emergency exit from a building. Option D, the nearest highway exit ramp. The correct answer is B, a planned alternative path or space you could use to avoid a collision if one develops ahead of you. An escape route is an available space or path you have identified that you could use to steer clear of a developing collision. Defensive drivers always identify potential escape routes, open lanes, shoulders, or clear areas as they drive. Look at the road sign on screen. What does the sign mean? Option A, tracks under repair. Option B, railroad crossing ahead. Option C, train station nearby. Option D, speed limit near tracks. The correct answer is B, railroad crossing ahead. A circular yellow railroad crossing warning sign alerts drivers to a railroad crossing ahead. Slow down, look and listen for trains in both directions, and be prepared to stop. In Texas, what is the 2-second rule, and when is it insufficient? Option A, only applies to highway driving. Option B, the minimum following distance under ideal conditions, insufficient in rain, fog, night driving, heavy traffic, or when following large trucks. Option C, recommended only at low speeds. Option D, always adequate on any road. The correct answer is B, the minimum following distance under ideal conditions, insufficient in rain, fog, night driving, heavy traffic, or when following large trucks. The 2-second rule provides minimum following distance under ideal conditions. In rain, ice, fog, darkness, or when following large trucks or motorcycles, increase to 4 to 8 seconds. The key is having enough distance to stop safely if the vehicle ahead stops suddenly. In Texas, what is risk compensation in driver behavior? Option A, a method of calculating accident probability. Option B, paying for risks through insurance. Option C, a defensive driving technique. Option D, the tendency to take greater risks when using safety features like ABS or lane assist, believing the technology compensates for reduced caution. The correct answer is D, the tendency to take greater risks when using safety features like ABS or lane assist, believing the technology compensates for reduced caution. Risk compensation means drivers often take greater risks when they feel safer, such as following more closely when using adaptive cruise control or wearing a seatbelt. Safety features help but do not eliminate the need for defensive driving. In Texas, what should a driver do when approaching a blind intersection or alley? Option A, slow to 15 miles per hour or less, stop if necessary, and inch forward carefully to see cross traffic before proceeding. Option B, proceed at normal speed. Option C, turn on hazard lights and proceed. Option D, honk the horn and proceed. The correct answer is A, slow to 15 miles per hour or less, stop if necessary, and inch forward carefully to see cross traffic before proceeding. At a blind intersection or alley where sightlines are obstructed, reduce speed significantly. Texas law allows up to 15 miles per hour when entering from an alley. Stop if necessary, and inch forward carefully to check for cross traffic before proceeding. Look at the road sign on screen. What does the sign mean? Option A, bridge ahead. Option B, road ends. Option C, speed bump zone. Option D, curve ahead, slow before entering. The correct answer is D, curve ahead, slow before entering. A curve warning sign means a sharp curve is ahead. Slow down before entering the curve because braking inside the curve reduces traction and can cause loss of control. In Texas, what is meant by managing the space ahead? Option A, managing your GPS route ahead. Option B, keeping an adequate following distance from the vehicle ahead so you have time and space to react if it slows or stops. Option C, leaving space for emergency vehicles only. Option D. Managing your lane position to pass other vehicles. The correct answer is B. Keeping an adequate following distance from the vehicle ahead so you have time and space to react if it slows or stops. Managing the space ahead primarily means maintaining adequate following distance from the vehicle in front. This is your primary crash prevention zone. The greater your speed, the more space you need. Use the 3-second rule minimum and increase it in poor conditions. In Texas, what is lane positioning and why does it matter? Option A. Choosing where within your lane to position your vehicle to maximize visibility, safety margins, and communication with other road users. Option B. The width of your lane on the road. Option C. The legal requirement to stay in your lane at all times. Option D. A technique for parallel parking. The correct answer is A. Choosing where within your lane to position your vehicle to maximize visibility, safety margins, and communication with other road users. Lane positioning refers to where within the lane you position your vehicle. Positioning slightly left of center in a lane increases your view of the road ahead and around curves. Positioning matters when approaching hazards, intersections, driveways, and parked vehicles. In Texas, what is the purpose of the 12-second visual lead in defensive driving? Option A. To check mirrors every 12 seconds. Option B. To look 12 seconds into the future. Option C. To scan the road 12 seconds of travel time ahead to identify hazards early and allow time to plan a safe response. Option D. To maintain 12 seconds of following distance. The correct answer is C. To scan the road 12 seconds of travel time ahead to identify hazards early and allow time to plan a safe response. Looking 12 seconds ahead means scanning to where you will be in 12 seconds of travel. This early identification of hazards gives you time to plan and execute a safe response rather than reacting in crisis mode at the last moment. In Texas, what is the impact of fatigue on driving performance? Option A. Fatigue driving impairs judgment, reaction time, and awareness similarly to alcohol intoxication. Going 18+ hours without sleep is similar to 0. 8% BAC. Option B. Fatigue only affects driving after midnight. Option C. Only affects drivers over 60. Option D. Fatigue only affects concentration, not reaction time. The correct answer is A. Fatigue driving impairs judgment, reaction time, and awareness similarly to alcohol intoxication. Going 18+ hours without sleep is similar to 0. 8% BAC. Studies show that driving after 18 or more hours without sleep produces impairment similar to a 0. 8% blood alcohol level. Fatigue slows reaction time, impairs lane keeping, reduces hazard detection, and increases risk of microsleep, brief uncontrolled sleep episodes while driving. Outstanding! You completed all 50 Texas DMV Practice Test 2026 VOL 11 questions. Subscribe to the USA Driving Test for free practice tests for all 50 states. Good luck on your exam.